Hello everybody, welcome to Daily IELTS English, a short video where I will review the techniques that I teach my students so that they can get better scores on their IELTS speaking test. Today we're just taking a quick look at pronunciation in identification questions. These are very common types of question where they ask for multiple possible answers. If you take a look at any IELTS textbook, they usually have questions like this. Like this one here, what kinds of things do children learn when they are very young? So you saw that, what kinds of things? So that means there's multiple possible answers you can give. And I very often just teach my students, there are a few. Now today we're looking at linking in our pronunciation. It's not there are a few, it's almost like one word. There are a few. So all four of those words together, a few, a few. So notice that, not a few, just a few. And then there are. So you can say there are, that's not wrong, totally fine. We're just playing with how a lot of fluent and proficient English users will say this. There are a few. It doesn't have to be fast, but it has to be linked. There are a few. There are a few. There are a few. If you're struggling with that speed, remember, that tongue can come out a little bit. A lot of languages don't have that sound, so just practice that. There are a few. There are a few. Sometimes with my students, we practice, these short, simple sentences for 5 minutes. It's like a short time, but sometimes it feels like a long time. There are a few. You can also note my intonation comes down. There are a few. There are a few. You can kind of keep doing that. I could stop the video here, but as I said, I'll demonstrate with my own answer. What kinds of things do children like to do when they're young? There are a few. A lot of kids will do sports, so their parents might make them do a whole bunch of different sports. It might be martial arts, it might be competitive sports, like baseball or hockey. Another one would be sciences or STEM subjects, so like kids doing science projects or math class. When I was a kid, I did Kumon. So I did extra math class outside of the regular school. I think that's really helpful for kids. And then another one would be something a bit more fun, like art and music. I think that a lot of parents, they want to expose their kids to artistic activities as well. And that can be very good for creativity and, even for, learning discipline. Kids who can do music well, they know that they have to practice. They can then apply that to the other things like STEM or sports if they want to. That's it, you guys. There are a few. If you just work on that for a couple of weeks, I think amazing things will happen to your speaking and pronunciation and fluency. I don't know. Tell me in the comments below. I would love to know what you enjoyed doing when you were a kid. What do you think kids should do? What should they learn when they're young? Have a good day, and I'll see you again soon.